Hello, this is Vin and Pip's channel, Covenant of Promise. Yeah, I just a quick one really. We were out today and we were giving these flyers out and I've got it upside down. Yeah, it's basically the Ten Commandments and well we downloaded this off Straight as the Gate, which gives the scripture so people can actually find them out, which has saved us a bit of work, which is great. So thanks to the guys over at Straight as the Gate for that. And we went out, and I was really surprised at the warm response we got off people. Because when I go out on the street and try and speak to people about the gospel, I'm always expecting trouble. Because as you know, people are very easily offended these days, aren't they? And yeah, we got a strangely warm reception off people, which I was quite surprised by. And it was weird because you could tell that people, when you were giving them the leaflets, that at first they kind of weren't going to take it, and then you say, look, it's just the Ten Commandments, written by the finger of God. Everybody should live the life by this or whatever. And as soon as you said that, they were taking it. Like people were searching for something, It was like everyone took them. I mean, I went past the courthouse, and there's a judge and a barrister standing on the steps of the courthouse, and I've been in there a couple of times, on the wrong side of the law. But anyway, I walked up to them too, and I gave them one of the flyers and that. Said to the barrister, yeah, it's the Ten Commandments there. And the judge goes, oh, no, no, we don't want any of that. And I said, look, mate, I said, this is the real law, so you want to learn this, seeing as you're in the law business. And he took one, like, you know what I mean? So that was quite funny, like giving the law to the law. But, yeah. So we went down the road and went into a shopping mall and we were handing them out, speaking to people and what have you. And Pip was quite funny because there's a security guard in there, and he said, "Oh, you can't give them out in here," blah blah. We got talking to him, and he was all right. He was a nice old dude, like. And Pip said to him, "Anyway, if everybody did what's written on here," he said, "you'd be out of a job, security guard." And he was laughing and that. And so I said, "Go on, well, you might as well take one if we can't do it in here." So he ended up taking one, and we were talking to him, and we were even going through the town centre, and we were going to these guys outside the shops, like the Muslim hair cutting shops and all that. They were taking them and we saying the Ten Commandments on, you know what I mean? You know, going on about Moses to them, and because they know who Moses is, and you mentioned Moses, all of a sudden they're interested. So anyway, and they seemed to take a big interest. I mean, you could see them reading it straight away, like they for some reason they were interested, which was quite surprising. And all round a good day, like, because I'm always expecting a little bit of trouble when you go out on the street these days, like, don't know what you're going to come across, do you? I mean, I seen a guy preaching in the main street like the other day, and he was getting screamed at in the face by some nutcase for just reading the Bible, so you've got to be on your guard a little bit, but I was keeping my eye out.
Community garden.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna go down to the community garden, and they've got like a little, it's anyone can go there, but they do things for people with problems, like, and they've got people who are recovering alcoholics and people who have come off the drugs and are trying to sort themselves out. A lot of mental issues and a lot of had hard lives. Basically, a lot of them had terrible lives, and you know how it is. And so we're going to go down there and we're going to give them a little talk and teach them about the Ten Commandments. Don't know whether you've seen Pip's Joseph coat, but she's going to be wearing that and she's going to be speaking to them. I'm going to try and film in it and get involved a bit, but that's coming up soon. So that'll be a good thing to get involved in, and hopefully we turn some people around and give them a bit of hope. A new way to walking. So anyway, that was our day today. It was pretty cool. Till next time.